Hey everybody, this is Trish Canali and thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be teaching you how to change eye color and I'm going to be using selective color and it's an adjustment layer mask. Here, let me show you the example that I ended up with. Here's the green eyes, but here's the before. Before and after. And I did that using selective color and levels. And the great thing about this is that since I used an adjustment layer mask, it is completely customizable. If I don't like the end result, I can adjust it after the fact. And oh, I think that looked pretty good. Um, so let me erase this and hide that and we'll get started. First I'm going to make a new duplicate background layer and I'm going to make a selection around one of the eyes. It's just a rough selection. If you don't have this little menu, you can go to layer, new adjustment layer, and we want color balance. I'm going to call this eye color. Okay, and right away I'm going to put it on overlay. Change the blending mode to overlay. And I'm going to start with the midtones. Now you see how changing this to overlay kind of boosted that contrast in the eye, so that's going to give us a head start in making the eye color look really nice. But I'm going to take this eye to green, so I have my midtone selected, and I'm going to go over here to the magenta green slider. And you want preserve luminosity clicked, otherwise you're going to lose all of your whites and you're going to end up with a really flat color. So here I am with my magenta and my green, and I'm going to I know I want to go to green, so I'm going to start boosting that right away. And let's go somewhere right around here. Now, this is not a natural color by any means, so I want to start getting rid of some of that deep blue. So I'm going to boost the yellow, and that's starting to look more like it. But now it's a little bit too kind of clovery green, so instead I'm going to neutralize some of the green a little bit and by boosting the red. And you can see in those little highlights right here, you're also getting a really nice kind of caramely color. So that's just for the midtones. Now I'm going to go into the shadows and kind of play around with the same adjustments. Boost the green, boost the yellow, and up that red just a little bit. I don't want too much green in the shadows because that will look unnatural. Okay, and I'm going to go to highlights, and you should really know the drill by now. Boost that green, boost that red a little bit, and the yellow. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this up just so I can get rid of this stuff here. So I'm going to take a brush on 100% opacity with black and make sure that the mask is selected and clean up the edges here. And I lost a little bit of the eye color, so I'm just going to coat color that back in. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go over here to this eye and color this eye in. Alright, so you might think that we're done, but we're not. We still have a couple more steps to do. Get over the lines. Okay, so you know this darker ring around the eye, we kind of lost that definition there. So I'm going to go to our duplicate layer and I'm going to choose my burn tool. I have it selected, pretty small brush. I just want it to fit right around that darker ring around the eye. I have it set to shadows and exposure about 5%. And then we're just going to, just a couple times, and fill that ring around the eye back in. That's going to give a really nice definition to the outside of the eye. And it's going to make them really pop. Alright, let's go to this other one over here. And you can go over it a couple times just till you get what you want. Alright. So now we're still not quite done. I kind of want to play around with the contrast in the iris. So I'm going to hit my eye color again, and I'm going to open up, let's do levels. And I'm going to make this a clipping mask. So you right click on levels and click create clipping mask. And what that does is that attaches this layer to our color balance layer, so it will only affect what we've done there, what we have masked out on this layer, instead of affecting everything in the whole picture. So let's go to these levels, and I just want to kind of play around with the midtones. Boost those up a little bit so you can see the definition that we lost in the eye. Maybe bring those shadows down just a little bit, and the highlights up. And just play around with it until it looks right to you. Now this is starting to look a little bit yellow to me. But instead of playing around with the color, first I'm going to see what, there we go, lowering the opacity does. I think that looks good. Bring it back up. I think I am going to get rid of the yellow. Just some of it. In the highlights. There we go. And that's it. I think that looks pretty darn good. Let's zoom out here. And you can see that we kept all of the detail in the eye, and I think we even enhanced it. Before and after. And if you're not happy with it, just go back into your eye color, into your color balance, and play around with it a little more. There you go. So that's it. I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a try. If you do, leave me a comment or find me on my website, trishcanale.com. And also check back for more tutorials soon. Thanks. Bye.